What's going on, everybody? Sean Daniel with Guitar Control here. Today, very, very important lesson because we are combining two concepts that before today were looked at as totally separate, but we're combining them into one fluid exercise. So click the link below because I'm going to tab out everything we're doing here, make it super simple, and basically the exercise is going to look like this. So all this is a scale, a chord, and an arpeggio. Now, really, I kind of think that the ultimate way to just unlock the fretboard is just a combination of all these. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to look at a scale, and it's going to be the D minor scale, okay? So you may have already seen this. It's the 5th fret on the A string, the 7th fret on the A string, and the 8th fret on the A string. Repeat the exact same thing with the same fingers on the D string. And then repeat almost the exact same thing on the G string. Same fingers, right? So 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7. The point here is this is just any minor scale. We just happen to be rooting it on the D string. The 5th fret on the A string is a D. A sharp, B, C, C sharp, D. Okay? So D sharp minor would be that. E minor is right here. F minor, so on and so forth, right? So that's great. But really, drill that to your heart's desire because that's a super important shape. But this is a way to kind of like start combining other things about this. Now, the 3rd fret in the D minor scale is actually pretty important. Or the 3rd note in the D minor scale. D, E, F. Okay? Now, the reason the 3rd note in a minor scale is important because that's actually the key that you're in. Alright? So, the key of F major is the same notes as the key of D minor. D, E, F sharp, G, A, B flat, C, D. Same with F. F, G, A, B flat, C, D, E, F. Those are the same notes. One just starts on a D, one starts on an F. So these scales are really intertwined in a very, very romantic way because it's the exact same thing, right? So a D minor chord and an F major chord always go really good together because they're in that same key. And the next thing we're going to do is we're going to find how this F major will connect to what we have so far, right? So when we have this one octave shape of D minor, we end with your ring finger on the 7th fret of the G string. Now, if we went to here, this note, you know what this note is? 6th fret on the B string. This is an F note, okay? So we said the F major was like a super companion to the D minor scale. We're going to take an arpeggio of F major, just like that. Okay, on arpeggios we play F major chord one note at a time. Now the notes in an F major chord are an F, an A, and a C. Otherwise known in this position as the 6th fret on the B string, the 10th fret of the B string, and the 8th fret of the high E string. Okay. Now this little jump right here, we're actually going to pick up a note on the way. Okay, so this is an F, G, A, C. You can almost see this as an extension of the D minor scale. Like that, but we're kind of merging these ideas together. Now where we're going to go from here is to finish the arpeggio on the next highest F, which is the 13th fret on the high E string. You can always count to 13 by taking the double dot on most guitars and going 1 fret higher. 13th fret is the same as the 1st fret, okay? So, we're running together two different ideas, starting on D minor, the scale, and ending on an F note. Now, the great thing about this is we're actually going to combine this with another type of D minor scale, a D minor pentatonic scale that's going to span all 6 strings. The cool thing about the D minor scale is it has all the notes to complete a full key, but we're really just doing it inside of 1 octave, so it only traverses 3 strings. So the nice thing about having the arpeggio is it advances us through the strings, and then it sets us up into the D minor pentatonic shape, which the only difference between the minor scale and the minor pentatonic scale is it's 2 notes less, okay? Now you can kind of see a lot of similarities between this shape and this shape. In fact, if we did this shape just down here, there's is the full minor scale, and here is the minor pentatonic scale. So you'll notice in the minor scale, we're leaving this out to go pentatonic, the second fret of the minor scale, and also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the sixth fret of the minor scale. So it's just kind of like a watered down version of minor pentatonic. But the great thing about guitar is the minor pentatonic shape just sounds really good. I love how fast I say the word pentatonic. It's like I'm racing myself to finish it faster and faster every single time I say it. Minor pentatonic is a really great guitar shape, super easy to play, always sounds bluesy, sounds great anywhere, okay? So we're gonna combine this into this exercise by going D minor all the way through one octave into an F major, back through the D minor pentatonic scale. And then we can end on a chord, any D minor chord you want, or if you want, you could end on an F major chord. Even though they're the same key, what we're doing is very minor centric. That's why you'd say this is probably in the key of D minor, because our tonal center is based around D, because a lot of these exercises start and end on D. Okay, so I think this is a great way to practice because you just get a different view of things. And the great thing, since there are no open strings, you can do this absolutely anywhere, and you can start seeing the connections between minor and major stuff. Like, let's go 2 frets higher. This is an E, D, D sharp, E. What's the third note in the key of E minor, which is the actual parent key that it's in? E, F sharp, G. So in the key of G and the key of E, you can always use any of these notes. You can start with that E minor scale, go diagonal. That's going to give you the G, and then we end up here, and then you can walk it back through the pentatonic scale. So it's really just kind of like one way to unlock the fretboard. And I think a lot of these things will pay off over time because you just kind of like start to memorize the intervals and the distances between things in your hand. And it really, a lot of playing guitar and playing by ear is really pattern recognition. So the fact that we have a couple different shapes and then we're kind of putting them together like this, it's really just a way to improve the connection between your fingertips and your ears, which is really a very, very important part of just kind of like advancing your musicianship to the next stage anyways. So definitely, I hope you liked this exercise. Make sure you click that link below to grab the tab, because again, the whole thing is tabbed out. We're tabbing it out in D minor, if that's okay with you people. And check it out. Let us know what you guys think. And then when you're done with that, make sure you click on other of these cool videos we have on the Guitar Control channel by myself, other great instructors, and we're always looking for your feedback too. So anything you guys want to see more of, if you guys want to see more of this kind of stuff, if you guys want to see more song-based stuff, just let us know, because we're always scanning those comments and trying to give you guys what you want. So thanks a lot. I'll talk to you soon.